The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Brandt. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brandt. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw on 2nd down. Brandt drops it underneath to Spiller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground with Spiller, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Brant. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run by Spiller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Brant. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Second down. Here's Pickett. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that flag accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Bust through the tackle. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5. So the false start will back them up 5. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Harris running straight ahead. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Touchdown! Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
This is 2nd and 8. And Pickett going to move his guys around. Here's 2nd and 8. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw, Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Brandt. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Brandt. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Austin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pickett now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Pickett changing the play. Gets this out wide to Pickens. 20! And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Pickett back to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. It's Pickett on the keeper. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off play action. Grant. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Here's Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
Second and 5. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On the give, this is Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Davis now to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Complete to Johnston here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Go, go. Hey, check that, street.
Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got it. It's Spiller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Brandt. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Brandt. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Pickett back to the air on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
2nd and 6. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Grant. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off the play fake. Brandt. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Off play action. Pickett.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and a couple.
Looking to throw. Brandt.
He gets it to Johnston. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston.
76 yards.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. His throw incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And Pickett going to move his guys around. That one looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. Touchdown! Najee Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Check smash. Check smash. Buffalo 18. Check go.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Pickett. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.